What if Earth had two moons? The first thing we would notice is the night sky. Some nights both moons would appear together, making the world much brighter after sunset. Lunar eclipses would become more common and much more spectacular. Depending on the size and distance of the second moon, the tides in our oceans could become stronger and more complex. Coastal regions might experience larger tidal changes than we see today. For thousands of years, both moons would shape human culture, calendars, myths, and religions. To us, having two moons would seem completely normal. In fact, future humans might wonder how a planet could possibly have only one. A second moon would be much more than a beautiful object in the sky. It could become humanity's greatest opportunity for expansion into space. Unlike Mars, the moon is only a few days away. If Earth had two moons, we would have twice the number of nearby worlds to explore. Scientists would study them, build observatories on them, and search for valuable resources hidden beneath their surfaces. One moon could become a giant scientific laboratory, while the other could become an industrial center. Instead of looking at the second moon as a distant object, humanity might eventually see it as the next continent waiting to be settled. Eventually, humans would attempt something even bigger: permanent lunar cities. At first, small research stations would appear beneath protective domes. Over time, they would grow into large settlements connected by tunnels. Because there is no atmosphere, most buildings would likely be underground or covered by lunar soil to shield people from radiation. Huge greenhouses would produce food. Water extracted from ice deposits would support daily life. Solar panels stretching across the surface could provide enormous amounts of energy. The colony would become increasingly self-sufficient, allowing people to live their entire lives without ever visiting Earth. Life inside a lunar colony would feel very different from life on Earth. Gravity would be weaker, allowing people to jump higher and move heavy objects more easily. Massive indoor farms could grow vegetables, fruits, and algae under artificial sunlight. Robots would handle dangerous construction work outside. Energy would come primarily from solar power, supported by advanced batteries and nuclear backup systems. Over time, lunar settlements might develop their own governments, laws, and identities. Children could be born there and grow up thinking of the moon as their true home. Eventually, some people might identify as lunar humans rather than Earth humans. For ordinary people, the second moon could slowly transform everyday life. Space travel might become far cheaper and more common. New industries, jobs, and technologies would emerge around lunar development. Rare materials mined from the moon could support advanced manufacturing on Earth. Scientists would learn more about living in space, helping humanity prepare for future colonies on Mars and beyond. The biggest change, however, might be psychological. For the first time in history, humanity would no longer be confined to a single world. Every night, people would look up and see not one moon, but two. One would remind them where they came from. The other would remind them where they are going.